Hi everyone, welcome back. And coming up now is probably my favourite part in any God of War game. It's not a long part of the game, but it's probably one of my favourite areas I've been to. And it's the first and only time you ever go to Sparta. And as a part of the city you go through, you have people cheering for you, there are people walking around doing jobs and selling things, and it's probably, I think, the only city in the game to not get completely destroyed due to Kratos' wrecking everyone else he goes. And I just think it's just a nice place just to be in, compared to the rest of the game where it's all killing and broken cities and Atlantis and things like that. And here is quite an annoying part of the game, and this is how you get one of the amulets which you can pick up from other areas. But basically you have to go to this place 3 times in a row. There's nothing to indicate that that's what you should be doing, but so I've just skipped past the other 2 times because it's quite boring to watch, to be honest. But you get Aphrodite's amulet. Which I'll be showing off with the rest of them at the end of the game.
Lord Kratos, come and play with us.
But as you can see, there's things going on. Children being trained. I probably should have spent a little bit more time walking around here. But it's just a generally nice little area to be in.
What can I get for you?
Can't attack anything, you can't, and unfortunately there's an invisible wall there, which is quite annoying.
Defend! Who's next? What's your stance?
But people are here to greet us as well.
You won't catch me!
Come back, you coward!
So we follow the flashback. We get to actually control this time, and this isn't actually that interesting. You can block, you can attack, you can kick as well, and the aim is just to do a set amount of damage to Deimos. It's not really difficult.
Is that all you have?
So you can't die on this, and all you can do is just keep poking Deimos. You can kick him as well to knock him back a bit. As far as I know, you can't do any sort of parry. You can only really block. I probably could have made this fight go a little bit quicker, because it seems as though poking seems to be more effective than not. But it's actually over a little bit sooner than I thought it would be.
No, brother!
A Spartan warrior never lets his back hit the ground. Even in death, a Spartan stands tall for battle. You are a Spartan, are you not?
Yes, Kratos.
After the Great War with the Titans, the Oracle had foretold the demise of the Olympian gods and the destruction of Olympus. She saw that it would be brought about not by the hands of the Titans, who thirsted for revenge, but by the hands of a mortal, a marked warrior. Whoever controlled the marked warrior controlled the fate of Olympus.
Ikali! Patrino lesit Sparta fera Ivan Kali.
Eithor en Ikoedatis. Itamet.
Itera! Ines and Nemralis.
Kratos! Help! Kratos!
Forgive me.
Help!
Demos.
Kratos! Deimos! Where are you? Come home, my sons!
Demos. I will find you.
So, that's where Kratos gets his face paint design from.
This way, my lord.
And you can see the mistake they've made. As Athena and Ares took the wrong person. But we can stop walking in a second, as we'll be getting to some fighting in a moment. As we're in the jails of Sparta. So that stuff there is useful if we need to come back for any reason. But we've got to go through a series of gauntlets now. Fighting and whatnot. And it's not really difficult at all. These guys aren't really much different from ones fought already. But it feels like a long time since it's almost 10 minutes of not fighting. But just remembering to use the Thara's Bane and your parrying and that stuff. And you can easily see when they're about to attack, when their blades go green or yellowish. Although compared to some of the other enemies, these ones are a little bit quicker, I think. But if we do that, we can get some magic if we kill him. With the execution. So that's always good to get a little bit back. So we've got to chase this twat down now because we'll need him, and he's just been an overall nuisance. Who still seems to believe in Ares rather than Kratos being the god of war. Now right there what I did is with the dodge and the like dash sort of thing, I think that gets you a bit further than just keeping to dodge roll if you want to get through the game a little bit more quickly. but I just find it awkward to do more than anything else. But you can bash enemies with it, which is actually somewhat useful. It's just a case of whether or not I remember to actually use the combo. And we've got some more Scylla broods here, which we haven't seen for a while. And they're still really easy. Just the L1 and square move is just really useful. Probably would have been more useful if I would have used Thera's Bane. But we've got a Minotaur here with a hammer rather than an axe like he normally has. And he's just getting completely twatted. Like, I don't think he's had a chance to attack yet. So it shows how much stronger Kratos has got by the beginning of the game with these little upgrades. It's very overpowered. And he's down. Surprised I didn't bother to armor him at all. And you have to wait a good couple of seconds for that to open. And he's locked us in with quite a tough enemy. This reminds me of the icicle thing, but without the icicles. But I'd say he's pretty tough, especially if you're on hard mode. And what that first move he did really did take me down quite a bit. But with the use of that move and the electric, it's not overly difficult. Especially for the little bits of health regen, which are really always useful. But it's just a case of not letting him rip you apart like what he did to begin with. As far as I know, you can't really block any of his attacks. So you really are just better off just trying to dodge. And it seems as though there are certain amounts of how much HP you can leech off an enemy with our magic move, which name I've forgotten. But he's down quick enough. I'll remember that magic name. I can't believe I forgot it. It's only been a couple of days. And he's been gutted.
You will never catch me!
And we can finally take this man down now. After being such a nuisance. It's actually somewhat satisfying. But we happen to need him dead.
Be to Sparta!
Because we need him to help with a puzzle. I say a puzzle, it's literally just plonking him down on a switch. Which you've probably done 1,000 times in the other games, but we've got ourselves a couple of chests around here as well. And we've got nearly 10,000 red orbs, so I think I'm probably due for an upgrade soon. And we're on the mountains of Laconia. And that's it for Sparta, which is a bit of a shame because it would have been nice to spend a few more minutes walking around there, even if they made the city a little bit bigger. And we're greeted with some stray dogs who are just asking for a kick in. And, I mean, I probably should have tried to kill them properly rather than actually circle killing them, but L1 and square, just as useful again. And they've been burned to death as well, which is always unpleasant to see, but let's carry on with just getting ourselves just a quick top up on health up here, which is why I always like to leave them sometimes if I know I've got full health. And that just about wraps it up for this video, so I'll see you guys next time.